We're here on Druid Hill. It's springtime, everything's green, and I'm going to show y'all how to throw a corn party. Let's get started. One thing I can tell you for sure, squirrels sure do like corn. So if you want to have yourself a corn party, well, you better start thinning out your squirrel population before you ever start planting any corn, else there ain't going to be no corn party, except for the squirrels. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get us some of this here premium squirrel food right here. It's all just a bunch of corn and seeds and nuts and stuff. Squirrels like that a lot. We're going to throw it in here in this live trap right there, and then we're going to set it out. Bam! We're going to catch them. Then we're going to relocate them somewhere else. Now comes the fun part. We're going to start hoeing up a road. You know how to hoe, don't you? Sure you do. Unless you're a lazy old dog. Now, a long time ago, a woman by the name of Alberta Haynes helped raise me up. She taught me how to plant my first corn crop. She told me to throw coffee grounds in the soil, and that'd make lots of worms. So that's what I did, and I got lots of worms. Check it out. Woo! Who's whooping who? I don't know, but I got my weeds raked up, I got my rows laid out, and I'm sure enough gonna be sore tomorrow. But my soul's gonna be feeling good. Alright, now this here's what we're gonna be planting right here. It's called Allure F1 Sweet Corn. It says synergistic with seductive sweetness and great vigor. Slender, well-filled 8-inch ears on uniform 6 to 7 foot plants. Takes 75 days. So we're going to start soaking them in water overnight, and then we'll plant them tomorrow. What you say, Cleo? All right, y'all, we're ready to go. We've been soaking our seeds overnight, and we're just going to plant them about 1 to 2 inches deep, every 6 inches down the rows. Then we'll have us some corn in about 75 days. Looky here! Looks like somebody's trying to pilfer themselves some premium squirrel food. We about to go for a ride in the country, bro. Go on, get. Now we gotta make sure that our soil stays wet, else the seeds won't sprout. So I'm gonna get out here and hose them on down. Bam. Oh, I got me a fat one this time. Over here by the wood pile. Gotta get up pretty early in the morning to fool me. Now I've heard, if you don't take these little rascals about 5 miles away, they'll come right on back. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna take them on down the road. Get. Bam. Oh yeah. Squirrel number 7 on a sunny spring Sunday morning. Come on. Go to church. Well, it's been 7 days now, and we're just starting to see some corn pop out of the ground. Man, those suckers even get up in a little old trap. Look at that. Bam, 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 bam. See what I'm telling you? My corn just popped up out of the ground, and I already got 8 squirrels and 2 rats. Get out of town! Now I know what y'all is thinking. That sure looks easy. I think I'll plant me some corn. But it ain't as easy as it looks on TV. You got to tend to it. You gotta rake out your weeds. And then you gotta prop them up. See, they want to fall over. Well, we're on day number 36 out here. Everything's looking real good. Then a storm came through, knocked all the corn down. So I'm gonna have to get on in there, straighten it on back up. Oh yeah, that's a whole lot better. You see, corn, it needs to stand up straight, just like people. number 43, and we starting to get our first tassels. Look at there. Before long, we'll be getting some silks, and that's a whole nother story, and I'll be telling y'all all about that later. Now things are moving right along. You're gonna need some extra security. You're gonna need a scare cow. That ain't hard. Just get yourself a cow, butcher them on down, take the bones, throw them out in the yard. They'll bleach on out with the sun. Wire them on back together, put them up on a pole, get yourself a nice jacket, make him look nice and sharp, and you got yourself a scare cow. He'll take care of business. Look at that. When those silks start coming out, they pearly white. Just like a little virgin. They won't be that way for long. All right, y'all. We're on day number 50, and we got tassels coming out all over the place. Pretty soon, those pearly little silks won't have no place to hide. Oh, look at that one. I think she might be blushing. Now they're getting all painted up and ready to go. It won't be long now. So if you're a little bit shy, if you're easily embarrassed, or a little bit prudish, well, you better go on to bed with the kids, because this corn's about to get corny. So like I was telling you before, corn's a lot like people. You got male parts, and you got female parts. The male parts is the tassels, and it puts out pollen, and that's kind of like sperm. And the silks, well, that's like fallopian tubes. So in order to have a good full ear of corn, you got to get one of those grains of pollen on one of those silks, and that pollen will travel down that silk and fertilize, and then that'll make a kernel. And your whole cob will fill out with kernels if every silk gets fertilized with a grain of pollen. Now when you got a real big field of corn, you got a whole lot of pollen out there. So it's easy for all that pollen to get to those silks. But when you got just a little field of corn, well, sometimes, just like people, the corn needs a little help. And so, what you gotta do is just like masturbating. You grab a hold of this thing like there, boys, and you go shook, just like that. Get you a handful of pollen, and you hand pollinate. Here's a nice one. She's all ready. She's all pink and looking pretty. So we're just gonna take this here pollen, and we're gonna put it on those silks. We're gonna rub it nice and easy, because that's the way they like it. That'll help pollinate every one of those kernels in there. And we get us a nice big old ear of corn. It'll be real sweet. You'll like it. Well, my scare cow's doing the best he can, but the squirrel done got in here and got the first one. So we're gonna have to double down on him now. Get. Say your prayers! Well, it's been 75 days, and the corn party's on Saturday. So let's just go ahead and take stock of what we got. Ah, here's a good one right here. Silks is all brown, she's big and fat, she's all ready to pick. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's a good looking ear of corn right there. Man, this is sure enough a fine day for a corn party. I think I'll have me a little puff in the patch before I head on around to the back. And maybe a little cone squeezins too. Woo!
Corn!
Oh, look at that.
Maize.
Where'd you get that?
Down there in the street.
What you got there, Larry?
I got it. I got a bicolor piece of corn myself. Thank you very much. I found Druid Hill. And my corn hat. Got my corn hat on.
Good time.
How do you make it have white and yellow?
I interbred them.
Oh man.
That's corn lady.
Oh, here comes the popcorn. Look at that. What's up, popcorn? Welcome to the corn party.
Thank you.
Come on in. Hot dogs, corn. Look at that. We got fresh corn on Druid Hill. Oh, look at there.
I'd like to know how you change or tell the difference between half and half. Half yellow, half white, or all yellow, or all white.
Well, you just just gotta shuck it on back. Oh, yeah. Oh. Cop bobbing competition, fake games! Go! That's when we get them off the ground.
Yeah!
Go, Riley! Hey! Contestant number 3.
Go!
Oh, man, in record time! In record time! Way to go, Kira!
Thank you very much.
Look at that. Nice. That filled out all the way.
That's Druid Hill corn.
That's Druid Hill corn right there.
So is this. Look at this.
That's the real thing.
It's less than 30 days old. The corn so that's how you know it's good.
How's that temperature, corn dog man?
Not ready yet, but almost.
Now that, folks, is how you throw a corn party on Druid Hill. Y'all come on back next year, all right? We'll have a good old time.